Hello everyone, my name is Rulian Kokala and my group number is Group 7 and I am discussing about the modules 13 Training Human Resources. So when talking about training, uh, training refers to improving an employee's knowledge, skills and attitudes so that he or she can do the job. All new employees should be trained. Cross-training prepares an employee for a job normally handled by someone else. Also, training is advisable when new processes, implements, or procedures are introduced into the workplace. If an employee has been off work for more than 30 days, training may be needed. Training starts with an organizational analysis. By focusing on strategy and examining sales forecasts and expected changes in production, distribution, and support systems, employers can determine which skills will be needed and to what degree. A comparison with current skills levels is used to estimate staff and training needs. Task analysis identifies the elements of current or future tasks to be done. Personal needs analysis involves asking employees and managers either in an interview or in a self-administered questionnaire to analyze their training needs. In general, agreement between managers and employees tend to be low, so it is important that both parties agree to decisions about the training of employees. So then the training programs. In talking about training programs, the training programs should align with organizational values, goals, objectives in order to be successful. Supervisors of the training heads develop an effective training program by assessing training needs and designing training programs to meet those needs. If a gap is found in what is needed and what employees can do, training fills in the gap. So, uh, when talking about training programs, the first one that comes into my mind is determining training needs. This includes identifying what the employee is expected to do. The primary source for this information will be the job analysis. It is better to decide who needs training by asking the employees themselves. Identifying what the employee already knows is important. The needs assessments help to determine training content and objectives. Then the next one is identifying objectives. Once the employee's training needs have been identified, supervisors can prepare objectives for the training. Through planning, the supervisor determines an acceptable level of overall performance and specifies objectives. Employees must understand what is necessary in order to satisfy the supervisor's expectations. Having clearly defined objectives will enable the supervisors to evaluate whether they have been reached. Clear and measurable objectives should be thought out before the training begins. For an objective to be effective, it should identify as precisely as possible what the employees will do to demonstrate that they have learned it or that the objective has been reached. Next one is choosing training options, methods, and materials. Training options include training on the job site, at a corporate training center, a college classroom, a hotel meeting room, or in various workshops, seminars, and professional conferences. Then the type when choosing training options, methods, and materials, considering the type of job, the learning capacity of the employee, and the duration of the task or job are important. Training methods include on-the-job training (OJT), job rotation, machine-based training, computer programs instruction, video tape, or something like that. Vestibular training that simulates the work environment and uses the actual equipment and tools in a laboratory setting. Role-playing, lecture, and demonstration. And the materials include handouts, posters, operation manuals, magazines articles, slides and photographs, etc. So then next one is ensure effective training. For training to be effective, employees should be convinced that it is important to them. Training should be relevant to the workplace, should keep the training simple yet thorough. Employee involvement is essential in any training program. Supervisors can encourage participation, establish a one-on-one relationship with all employees that participate in the training, encourage discussion and guidance by providing an open communication environment that encourages participation. Next one is the training cycle. When conducting the training cycle, the supervisor or a dedicated trainer must know the training subject matter in order to complete the training cycle. So training cycle includes 7 steps. First one is give an order and written overview of the training objective, provide examples of the task. Third one is allow employees to apply training, monitor employees, evaluate employee success rate, retain where improvement is desired, review training objectives. So let's talk about the first one. Give an oral and written overview of the training objective. This step includes providing examples of the task, allowing employees to apply the training, monitoring employees, assessing employees' success rate, retaining where improvement is desired, reviewing training objectives. Um, Next important topic is evaluating training. For a training program to be successful, periodic evaluation of the training is necessary. So, at the end of the presentation, I like to share one of my experiences when I received when I was working as e-commerce specialist in my home country. There was one new employee enrolled as my social media helper. She has followed a diploma in application handling, uh, but um, she has no any idea of making content and handling social media competitions. She doesn't know even how to boost a social media post in Facebook. She has skills of multitasking and all that, but that is not necessary. I had to train her 3 months to come up with a meaningful content for the hotel Facebook page. Then she goes on posting indulge your taste buds in sweet tropical tequila punch after a busy schedule at work. So she started grabbing the audience attention, then so on. So after going through this the module, I understood that um, having skills and knowledge is not enough. Employees have to have a practice of applying them in the right moment. When the problem occurs, they have to react in a meaningful way. So my study was based on 603 module I have followed in my first semester. I am 603 part module because I like to share my knowledge with you guys. And also I used um, human resource management, the book, and a few websites and all that. So that is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.